Found out there's another way to get alpha/beta codes for Ashes. If you watch their live streams, they do like little contest sort of things, and as you're watching, they'll give like certain words that I guess, I don't know exactly how you do it, but basically if you watch, you have a chance to win as well.
Yeah, I've got to chop that interview down and get a time for us, because I can guarantee that our last segment in the first hour is going to be a lot shorter than normal, like a lot shorter. Because we usually have only 10 minutes, and we usually only use 10 minutes in that second segment, and unless we want to take a couple of minutes from maybe the lead, then that conversation was easily 12, 15.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we gotta pull it from somewhere.
Yeah. I'll work all of that out tomorrow, because I'll do FEC tonight. Come home, work on the interview tomorrow, and then do LBR tomorrow.
At least figure out what the segments are going to be. I want to try and get as many of them knocked out in between shows today as possible, because I want to work on the outline a good bit tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working a long day tomorrow, and I don't think I'll have any drive to work on the outline afterwards.
I think a lot of it becomes a lot more clear after FEC.
Yeah, exactly, when we can see what plays.
Yeah.
Was Pops being here last week just a one-off thing, or?
No, I mean, he said he was gonna be here, like, if he's got the following Monday off, because it was the
Not a
Memorial Day
constant,
weekend.
he's coming back type thing, but he wants
Yeah.
to try and make sure that
Yeah. Fun.
Aircore from Arizona. I don't know, I kind of want to make them listen to it.
Yep, here.
And Ampharos ran on Mariah yesterday.
Oh,
He was
no.
furious.
You must have got it?
Yeah, I caught it on a Pokeball for 20 candies. I was thrilled.
Wow. So you're done with your Pokédex then, huh? You know what this means. Start a new one.
Start stocking up for Gen 3. Get all the candies for Pokemon that will eventually have an evolution. About all it's left. And do medals.
I can't even be bothered anymore. Like, I've only got a few left, and I just don't give a shit.
Yeah. Probably only a few months away from Gen 3.
It took, what?
7 months.
7 months for 2 to come out? See, I was actually thinking about that one day because it took 7 months, but it was also like right as like spring, summer started.
It came out in January.
But remember how nice the weather was?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I think that was more of a coincidence.
Maybe.
Yeah, but the game dropped in July. So
yeah,
we're
that's
coming
what I'm
up on
wondering,
the 1
is
year.
if they go another like 7 months, like that's gonna end up dropping like just as winter's starting, right?
So the last one dropped in January. So this one will drop August-ish. Late August, probably.
That seems like a really bad time for them to do that. Late August, just as things are getting cold.
Well, I mean, things won't start getting cold till October.
Yeah, that might be okay. I think what I'm more interested in is if they will actually keep up the 7 month, type thing for Generations. Because I don't know, I feel like the way that Niantic does stuff is they don't really have a set schedule. They're just like, all right, what are we working on now?
Yeah.
Because I feel like legendaries are going to be the next big thing.
Well, yeah, both legendaries and PvP this summer.
Yeah, and so then come after Legendaries and PvP comes out, then they'll be like, okay, now 7 months till the next gen.
Right.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Like, oh my god. Like 7 months after that we talking about January next year, they'll lose everyone. That's way too long.
Depending on how much PvPs or the way that they change gyms reinvigorates. If it makes people want to go out and play gyms, then maybe.
I think that's too long.
Oh, I agree.
They seem to be like that.
Man, Wonder Woman demolished the box office.
Good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yesterday.
In spite of the terrible marketing, in spite of the lack of marketing.
Yeah. 223 million globally opening weekend.
My favorite meme that I've seen so far is Wonder Woman. So good, it might as well be a Marvel movie.
That's pretty good. Wonder Woman was outstanding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, besides the fact that it was the first female-led superhero movie, it didn't do anything that hasn't already been done before. The way that I see it is it's the Iron Man for DC. They can just do at least that every time. Then they'll be fine. They'll learn.
Yeah, that movie is a perfectly acceptable baseline.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, like for example,
Except it's a perfectly acceptable baseline with that would be like Marvel attempting to make or keep the canon that they established with the first Daredevil Elektra film.
Right.
Like through to now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not
gonna work.
Yeah, I'm not saying that this is like, okay guys, there, faith renewed, we can now accept all the other movies,
No.
blah blah blah. No.
It doesn't change the fact that the other movies that came before it are garbage.
And that Justice League is probably going to be garbage.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I'll at least go see Justice League.
Yeah.
It earns me going to see it.
Well, and this is what I'll give DC. Even their crappy movies aside, the action's still pretty good. So at that point, I think that's what I go to see DC movies for. It isn't because they're true to anything. It's just because it's fun.
I just like that,
kick-ass.
at the beginning of the movie, on Themyscira, they weren't afraid to use some color and have it be vibrant, because Zack Snyder hates all color.
Yeah.
And then, like, when they finally do switch to that more muted palette, well, yeah, it's during World War I in Germany.
sense.
That's where that makes sense to have that palette.
Yeah.
Not in Metropolis.
Not to mention that they weren't afraid to actually let, Diana, like, have character moments and, like, grow and affect the people around her.
Yeah.
And, like, the villain wasn't anything great, but, whatever. In a lot of Marvel movies, it really isn't either. The fact was, you enjoyed watching Wonder Woman be Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I would say, like, Iron Man didn't have any real good villains in any of the three movies. Like, the best one was probably Warmonger in the first one, and he was okay. But he was only okay because he was played by Jeff Bridges.
Yep. So yeah, all I'm asking
This
myself
music
now
sounds
is,
like it's out of, like, Simcopter or something.
Simcopter?
Simcopter, yeah.
Pretty sure this is a Final Fantasy, but just the piano version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What is the could Chris have been any lazier on that pre-read for LBR? I almost kind of want to
Just not do it.
Yeah, like I think we could come up with something better. If you guys watch Twin Peaks, we could spoof Twin Peaks.
Wow, that was super passive aggressive.
No. Twin Peaks is not cool.
How many episodes were in the original run of it?
I think 8 episodes in the first season.
They're each an hour?
40-ish minutes. I literally buzzed through the entirety of the original run yesterday.
Okay.
That's what I did yesterday. Like I've got the book, the Secret History of Twin Peaks that my sister got me for Christmas. And I've been meaning to read it, and so yesterday I felt like I needed to clear my head and rest my voice and not do anything. So I sat around and watched Twin Peaks from front to back while reading the book. It was nice. Really nice afternoon. But then I felt really shitty at the end of the day. And I turned on CNN and saw the London thing. And Jen was in London yesterday.
Ugh.
And again today. So, like...
Oh, I'm sure that's a picnic for her.
She's more concerned with her stupid friend that she's traveling with.
Stupid friend.
Jackie.
We hate Jackie.
Jackie's just being a fucking idiot. I actually feel like that dude on Twitter, like, probably heard my rant on FEC and then heard the setup for the Far Cry thing and just lost his shit. Super dumb.
Wow, we have a lot to go over on LBR today.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And we'll have Fusion.
Oh, nice.
For at least
Right?
some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I can totally be on your show if you need me, but how long you gonna need me for?
Whatever, we're probably weren't going to keep them there for 3
Yeah.
fucking hours anyway, so. Dude, yesterday there was literally an air show that happened over the track. It was like 6 planes that flew in formation, probably a couple hundred feet off the ground with smoke trails and shit. I was like, oh, dude, that's cool. So I got up and like took the binoculars. You can see them really good. It was really cool. Much rather see that than a fucking race.
Oh, yeah, man. No, air show was sweet. I don't care what we talk about on the show this week, but the banner is going to be the fish thing from Seaman.
Okay,
No matter what.
that's fine.
stuff.
Jesus Christ. I'm actually impressed you guys got here. With all
Traffic was not bad,
It
actually.
wasn't, yeah.
Like, there was a little slowdown at the entrance to Belle Isle, and that was it. It was fine.
I always stick back ways up. So
Okay, like, yeah. But, like, not only is the race going on, but there's a Tigers game at home today, too, starting at 1.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I was amazed that traffic was just fine.
So, okay. You know how I've been working on perfect IV EV teams for Battle Tree? Even still, with perfect stats, I can only get to like 9 before I'm knocked out. Okay? That's how hard this shit is. That's how like legitimately frustrating Battle Tree is.
just get a cheese team, bro.
I refuse.
Shuckle them.
No, I'm not
Shuckle
gonna.
fuck up.
No.
Dude, I'm telling you, even doing that at the best of your ability, it's only like a 60% win rate.
Because the thing is that the AI will throw you an equally shitty team. Like the AI will throw you like a fucking attract team, and like attract your Shuckle, and then you're fucked. Now you're Shuckle fucked.
Get yourself an asexual Shuckle then, who isn't attracted to anything.
Someone tried doing that with a Delcatty to my Shuckle the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I toxicked it on turn 1 and Delcatty died a few turns later.
Bro, Battle Tree is fucking troll. It's the ultimate troll. Like, I want you to do it to see, like, if I'm just retarded, or if this shit is, like, legitimately hard.
It probably is, because I mean, look, just doing the Battle Tree, I forget which generation, I did it in one generation, I forget what it was, right? And even when you don't, in generations where you didn't need to do that, it was still kind of tough. So, yeah, I don't...
No, this is like, really, like...
Well, that's what I'm saying. If the previous generation, if I felt like that was kind of tough, then going by what you're saying, then yes, I'm sure that it is as a pain in the ass as you say, but I'm not going to go through an EV train shit, man.
Have you guys seen this Twitch Plays the Stock Market thing?
I saw the headline a few times.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the headline.
It's fascinating. I will find ways to tune in and watch this week because it only runs when the stock market's open.
That's interesting.
So it's been down for the weekend, but
So it's constantly going then?
yeah, it runs anytime stock market's open. He has this app going and doing it.
Has he made money?
He's up $700 right now. He started at 50,000. Now he's at like 50,700. He put up 50 grand of his own money to do this experiment.
That's interesting.
It is fascinating.
I haven't even looked at the YouTube comments from LBR last week. I'm sure they're just all over the fucking place, though.
Sounds like Chris is fed up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, but
that's bullshit.
But this is my exact fucking point, though, is that this is the slide, right? Like
we're on it.
Yeah. The first thing we're talking about today, like right when Fusion gets in there, is that whole how they're changing content thing, right?
The concessions.
Because everyone that I've heard is like, oh, but they said they're going to introduce other content. I'm like, all right, what's all the other content that we've gotten? Because they said compelling content. We got Deep Dungeon, which was okay for the first couple months. There's content. I don't know how compelling it is, but there's content. And then we got Diadem. And it took them 3 fucking tries to still get it wrong. And the last time it was supposed to be the better one, they fucked it up and had to delay it. And we think they're going to do that every odd patch and it's going to be compelling?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
We'll see. I mean, even like irrelevant of whether or not it's compelling, that's still 3 dungeons per 2 patches. Like, you think tome grinding is tedious now?
But that is all evidence of the exact shit that I'm talking about. You know, I know I took flack for, you know, going like, this game is gonna go free to play eventually and shit like that, but fuck.
This is just a fight. What's going on?
Yeah, it's a sound effects track. I use that kind of shit in production all the time. It's like, it's super good to have.
Definitely.
This is my favorite quote from something that Nika found. They were talking to Yoshi about, how he made a comment that every expansion he wants to add new jobs, right? And they compared it to other MMOs, like how EverQuest has been around for, how long? They only have I think 12 jobs. The most recent was added in 2004. So anyway, he mentions, I believe that leveling in and of itself can be enjoyed as content. Yeah.
Except your first job when you're doing the story.
Except $25 and you can...
Yeah. You can enjoy leveling as content, and then you introduce the fucking jump potion. Or you tell people stuff like, just do deep dungeon.
You can just argue that whole concept on its face. Leveling a job in this game is not compelling content. It's boring.
Right? But he's saying he believes it can be, yet they are taking steps in the opposite direction. You're not cultivating that theory or that principle at all.
Sure. I still say you can just argue that on its face. No, it can't be, and it isn't. It's compelling the first time because you're doing the story with it. Having gone through and done a second character and done another job on Deep Dungeon, no. It's not any fun to level that way. It's not compelling in the slightest. Boring as fuck. It's so boring, I would have bought a jump potion.
Well, and in all these interviews that I'm seeing about him and the jump potion, he's like, we don't want people to use it. That's the reason we set the price point so high. We don't want new people to come and do it, and new people probably aren't going to do it. It's going to be people who've already leveled their jobs, blah, 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 blah. Well, then why didn't you put on there that there's a restriction where you can't use it unless you already have a job at max level? And nobody would have argued with you.
Ta-da!
Then it would have just been cash grabbing.
It would have been cash grabbing, but you know what? It would have been cash grabbing, but it wouldn't have been actively detrimental towards your game. Ugh.
There were a few other interesting
Man, I was in a good mood before I started talking about FF14. Now I'm in a bad mood.
A few other interesting things that I pulled from some of those
I hate this game.
interviews. Not good things, not necessarily bad things, just interesting things.
It's vomit-inducing.
It's frustrating for sure.
Actually, one of them goes back to...
Is it even frustrating anymore? Can you even be frustrated anymore? I feel like I've lost that. I was once frustrated. I remember being frustrated. I know I wasn't sometime. And I think, Robbie, you said it best the other day. It's like EA at this point. When it's something shitty, I'm just like, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, anything that comes
Square
out
Enix,
of them,
shitty.
I'm going to assume it's shitty.
Until
Unless the
proven
internet
otherwise.
blows up and we hear otherwise.
Yeah, I have to be proven otherwise. At this point, my baseline expectation of Square Enix is garbage.
I'll give games that they only produce a shot, like
Oh, yeah.
Tomb Raider games.
There's been a bunch of them that I've liked.
I'm in there, no problem.
This really doesn't make me want to finish Final Fantasy 15, guys.
You know what?
You know, you.
Oh, 15. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Like, I kind of wanted to go and do that again because people have said that besides DLC, it's finished.
No, 15's ending was fine. I enjoyed the ending of 15.
Well, it's not that. Remember, they went back and they apparently added a bunch of shit to some chapter.
I haven't gone back and done any of the extra shit.
Well, that's why I stopped because
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just wait and do that. Because I actually never,
apparently it's pretty good.
I actually never went
DLC's
back and
pretty alright.
replayed Mass Effect 3's ending after they changed that because I thought it was fun.
Yeah, no, I haven't felt any need to go back. That's for sure. But it was fine. I enjoyed 15. Yeah. Ironically, I think it was JonTron who said it best. There's just a bunch of guys from the 90s with a bunch of 90s money. They don't know what to do with it anymore. That's basically what Square Enix is now.
This is a good one.
Maybe that should be the rule. As a developer, you only get to develop games for 10 years, and then you have to become a publisher.
Any features you could not implement into Stormblood? They had something PvP related that they wanted to put in, but people had already worked so hard to get everything ready, it would have been disrespectful to ask any more of his development team.
when we're getting quantifiably less.
Yeah.
How is it that, okay, because we heard for months, this game is getting more budget. The expansion is getting more of a
Wow, we can see where that budget went, can't we? Carl Jr.,
but
Cinnabon.
The marketing budget and the development budget are separate, guys. Jesus. But that's none of my concern.
All right, so I actually can't wait to bring this up to Norris, because Norris is like, guys, I'm just waiting until 5.0. They want to beat the Garleans, and I can call
Yeah, I see that.
To what point have you already decided the future of the storyline? How far forward are you thinking with Stormblood storytelling? Well, it's very rough at this point. We have kind of mapped it until the last part of 5.0. So at least in a rough sense, they have at least the storyline on a storyboard somewhere for 5.0 nearly finished. About the narrative 4.0, we are already planning for the 4.x patches, and especially for the beginning chapters. The plot for 4.1 is coming together as we speak, but there is one point I'm thinking about in considering that we might change it. So they're considering about changing a plot point in 4.0. That means that after... 4.1.
Yeah.
That means that they... So 6 months maybe if they stick to like their 3.5 scheduled thing. That means that when we were complaining about the whole idea of Nanamo coming back, they had plenty of time. They could have changed that.
No, they heard me out that Yida is going to be Xenos, and they were like, well, fuck, he ruined it. We gotta change it now. So it's not gonna be as good because we predicted it.
Hold on.
It's our fault.
There was something even better. Do you still want to move forward or do you still want to move in a straightforward manner and fight the Garlean Empire? Do we still want to move forward in a straightforward manner and fight the Garlean Empire? Or is this an opportunity to consider fighting a more fantastical sort of enemy that threatens the realm or something like that? And then they start talking about the idea that when we go to Garlemald, what if something happens and instead of us fighting with Garlemald, we have to join forces with them? So,
this game is fucking Dragon Ball Z.
We could possibly not even fight Garlemald, guys!
I will lose my goddamn mind. No,
I can just see I can just see the Alliance like standing around in a council, and we're trying to like figure out like what the fuck we gonna do, and then like Raudon steps forward. Gaius is right. He was right all along.
What if we get the Garleans to start a calamity? So that we can balance out some of the light and dark in this world. Fuck me. I hate this game.
You guys both sign up on the Ashes Creation website, right?
Oh, yeah, I will.
I've been looking around, and the rumors seem to be that the first alpha phase is could start like in December-ish.
Nice.
And that's actually not the official first alpha phase that Kickstarters get. Like apparently the alpha things that they're giving out through the website and forums and stuff is even earlier than that.
Oh, nice.
The thing is that from alpha testing 14, like, I'm not sure that I really want to be in the alpha, you know?
Yeah, but also, how much did Alpha 14 change to 1.0?
Kind of a lot.
Okay, so to say, because obviously, yeah, Alpha is...
Yeah, beta testing is a fairly good indicator of what you're going to wind up with, but alpha testing is not.
It is really, really not.
Well,
I mean, because mostly what you're going to get, I mean, honestly, mostly what you're going to get is trying to connect error, trying to connect error, trying to connect error.
Well, the reason I want to get an alpha
error.
is because
get frustrated. No, trying to mashing connect error. Like
it is because of the persistent alpha though. Like usually when you have betas or like PTRs and stuff, like every time a new build comes out, it just resets. But they're gonna have one persistent alpha that from the start of it's gonna save all your progress all the way up to launch. You'll actually get to see the way that this evolves.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but if it's a game that has literally a quarter of the functions that it's gonna have on release, like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I can wait. I don't need to be in that early. You know what I mean?
I do.
Definitely.